three-pointers have been dropping for him. He's got 3 of them.
Well, as long as he's continuing to make them, I think they should make him more of a focal point of this offense.
Millsap at power forward with Horford at center. On the wings, Korver and Carroll, and it's Teague in at the point guard. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Pacers leading by 8.
DeMarre Carroll last season a consistent starter for the first time in his NBA career. He really turned the corner with his three-point shot, providing a great complement to his high energy.
How about that basketball, man? Beautiful. Wow. And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
Those are phenomenal dunks to watch. So much fun.
Now the Pacers moving it up. Ahead. Butler with the ball. Picked up by Teague. The pass to Mr. Moves. Here's the general. Up off the screen. And that one is stuffed right through.
Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, you know, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just the tough D, it was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam.
And that one's good. Millsap.
That makes 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
Yep, that's something that the defense has to put a stop to. Maybe a defensive adjustment is necessary here.
Three-pointer, Butler. That's good. Butler's got 14 points.
Perfect on their first 3 shots now. That's the way to start the second half.
Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
Pacers went with an almost entirely new bench last season. It had been a major weakness for the team in 2012-13. The bench was much improved, and you've got to have that to be able to compete at your highest level, no doubt.
And the foul on the closer. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Feeds to Carroll. And Teague has it in the corner. Here's Millsap. Off with the layup.
Had a pretty good look at the basket, but defensively they did a nice job rotating, forcing the miss.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Yes, guys, Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team. He urged them to do everything possible to create open looks for each other. Talked about setting picks, running more set plays, anything to shake free of that defense. He also told them that he wants to see multiple passes on every possession. He said that was the key to getting the best shot each time down. Clearly some adjustments there had to be made because the time left for a comeback is quickly running out. Kevin, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. The Hawks making a switch here. Cephalosha's checked in. The Pacers also changing it up. George is checked in for Butler. And the professor subbed in for Silk.
Another bucket off a turnover. They actually are really beating themselves out there.
Yeah, they're making things difficult on themselves with all the mistakes they're making. Too many turnovers.
Now the Pacers moving it up. Here's the general. He's got 7. Pass to Bieber. Fires for 3. And he gets it to go. The professor's got 10 points in the game.
It's pretty simple, guys. It's not complicated. The solution to ending this run will be to get back and actually be serious about playing some defense here.
Yeah, mentally, they look defeated. I mean, every single hoop.
Actually, he's worth every penny, not just because of his laser shooting ability, but he's a hard-nosed, tough guy. Professional in every way, and he just brings a winning presence to whatever team he's on.
Says he learned a lot of his basketball acumen from his mom, who was a terrific player in Ireland.
No question.
And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here.
You see the shooter, Kyle Korver. Let's take a look at some of his numbers, how his season went last year. He was around 12 points a game last year, 4 rebounds and 3 assists. And he's really been pulling his weight. And we're finding his name in a lot of different columns in their box scores.
Yeah, and that's what they're looking for from him, Steve. He doesn't have to be the star, just somebody with solid contributions across a wide range of areas.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Eldon Brand's checked in for Horford. Scott comes in for Paul Millsap. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Kyle Korver. And it's Schroeder in for Teague.
And Korver known for his shooting, but he's a good passer, rebounder, and an underrated defender as well. Takes great pride in being a well-rounded, complete player.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Schroeder kicks to Brand. Schroeder dishes to Brand. Can't connect from short range.
And Korver was selected to the 28-player pool for Team USA. And while he might not be a household name to the casual fan, those in the know realize he's one of the best in the business as a professional and as a laser, a dead-eye shooter. That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Well, that's 3 of the last 5 makes, having been behind the three-point line. So got to make some adjustments defensively.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior, no question. And that's, I think, the main reason they have this lead. Well, the lead isn't getting any smaller. I mean, this is an incredibly well-rounded performance for them.
Atlanta making some changes. Peroantic, he's checked in for Brand. And it's Teague in for Thabo Sefolosha. The Pacers also with a sub. Copeland's checked in.
You know, his shot's been...
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. From deep three-point range, and he gets it to go. 9 points for Mr. Moves.
They are killing them with that three-point shot here in the second half.
Well, the defense fully stretched out trying to stop that shot and still not able to get it done.
There's the lob to the hoop.
Excellent communication between teammates on the alley-oop there.
And that's what you need to pull that off.
Well, both ends of that play, just fantastic.
Hawks have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Blocked. Here's Huntic. Nails the baby hook.
Huntic with the basket.
Pacers have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that.
And the shooting percentage continues to climb, guys, here in the second half. They're on fire.
Steve, I like the collective focus since halftime. Good team basketball resulting in high-quality shots.
Here's Mack, and it comes off the front of the rim.
That's a shot that he sometimes struggles with, but you can't fault him for taking it when the defense backs off like that.
Got that one up quick. And it's 13 points for the General.
Well, he knew.
Finisher.
And I love how he goes with that one-hand tomahawk slam. Beautiful.
You know, for a player with his explosiveness, that was ATM time. Cash money, the easy way.
Yeah, that kind of defense is not going to cut it against him.
Cash money. I like that, Clark.
And up the court come the Pacers on the break.
Great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, it sure was. He made a beeline for the bucket as soon as they got the ball. Right away, straight to the rim.
The Hawks have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Teague dishes to Scott. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Teague's got his 8th assist in the game.
I'll tell you what, he's enjoyed a very good day shooting the ball so far. Well, it's a wrap, fellas. No way you come back in this one.
Not anymore. Any chance of that happening went out the window a while ago.
The dish to Bazemore. Here's Scott. Here's the General.
Oh, man, that was unreal.
Mark it up.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Indiana.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, Clark, it seemed toying with it.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were
all around it was for the closer. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket just seems to be incredibly wide.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Eldon Brand's checked in for Peroantic, and Thabo Sefolosha subbed in for Teague. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. 51 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Mack, good.
It's interesting. They're like a different team now. Suddenly, they've got energy.
You know, it's not going to change anything, though, other than to make their losing margin a little more respectable.
Well, if it wasn't already out of reach, it is now thanks to this spurt.
Just keep on firing, man. No reason to slow down now.
Poke loose. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. The pull-up. Again, Indiana.
Boy, you relish these sorts of road games where you come in and you get the job done.
In a long schedule with the kinds of pressure of travel and tough opponents throughout the season, it's always good when you play a game like they have here.
Cephalosha's shot is good. Indiana's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. Here's the closer. There's the screen. Goes up off the pick. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Here's Mack. The shot is off, so no problem for Indiana as they get the win. Not much to be critical of with this win, Clark.
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play, they showed up to give great effort and to win, and they did both.
And that'll do it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation.